Welcome back to a brand new video, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna be talking about some of my recent pickups. I thought I would make this video because I get a lot of questions on like IG and stuff about where's this from, where's that from, Ty, where are these sweats from, where's this from, and I'm like, you know what guys, you know what, I'm gonna do a YouTube video and just talk about recent pickups because I get way too many questions about these items. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you stuff that I love to wear, stuff that I'm obsessed with, and stuff that I get a lot of questions about. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. So to start things off, I recently picked up these Acne Studio jeans and I've been obsessed with these for so long. If you didn't know, these are the dirty Acne Studio jeans. They kind of went viral online in like 2023 because of like the design. A lot of people think you shouldn't be spending money buying something that's already pre-dirty. And a lot of people just really loved the idea. And like, I'm not gonna lie, when these first came out, I wasn't really on the boat of like, oh yeah, like those are hard. Like I kind of just thought, whatever. I don't know about those really. And like, as time went on, it just kind of grew on me to the point where I was like, yo, like I actually want those jeans. But I didn't buy them because they were like $1,000. I'm like, yo, like that's kind of crazy. But I actually recently pulled the trigger because I was at a Simon's event. For full transparency, I was working with Simon's because they opened up some stores at the In Center and Yorkdale. So last week at the opening event for the In Center store, I was kind of just shopping around and I caught just in the corner of my eye, the Acne Studio, these jeans, okay? And I was like, honestly, let's try them on. And I left with a bag containing the jeans. I kind of folded. And honestly, I'm not even mad. Like I'm actually really happy I bought these. I haven't really worn them at all, but they're gonna be getting a ton of wear this coming fall. I mean, they're just a pair of blue jeans with some character on it. Every outfit's gonna need a little bit of character, okay? And like, that's the main reason why I bought these. I just think they're really cool. And like, I already have a ton of blue jeans, but each pair is different, okay? Like this is its own thing. And I promise that's not me trying to justify an expensive purchase. It actually is true. Like each pair is different. You can't just categorize everything and be like, they're all the same. No, they're not, okay? These are the Acne Studio dirty jeans, okay, bro? As far as details, these are the 3232 2021 Penicillin B00403. I think that's actually what it's called. Just some quick details I love about these jeans. They have a flare at the bottom and it's nothing too crazy. It's just a little bit of a flare, but I think it adds so much character and it's a lot better than like really overly baggy jeans or like really flared jeans, like almost like bell bottoms or something. I just think these just say and do what it needs to do, but without being too loud. These are gonna be a staple with boots. Like these are gonna be, oh my God, these are gonna be so nice with boots. I think these would look really nice with just a simple white tee or like a Henley or something, because they do all the talking, especially with the stains. You could get away with like a really simple outfit, but still look really put together and fashionable because you know what you're doing, putting these jeans on. Yeah, okay, well, let's get into the next item. So I recently just picked up these COS suede sneakers, and honestly, I know they're a bit trendy right now, but I've just been eyeing the Dries Van Noten pair for so long, and I never bought it because it was just too expensive, I feel like, for suede sneakers. And COS recently came out with these that I thought were absolutely beautiful, especially in this colorway that I went with, this sort of brown, chocolate, like cappuccino almost sort of vibe. I feel like it just looks really good, okay? It's gonna go with a lot of outfits, especially for fall. Now, I've only worn these maybe 2 or 3 times, and even at that, it's like to the grocery store. I've noticed a little bit of like damage. Like it's not that serious, but that does beg the question, like, how were these made? Like, what's the build quality on these? Another complaint is the sole is a bit weird. Like I haven't heard anyone talk about this online, but it feels a bit squeaky, like styrofoam or something. Like when you wear it, it just doesn't feel, it feels a bit flimsy. Obviously they are flimsy, like they were like really thin and stuff, but the way the sole feels against my socks is just not the best, I've realized. But apart from that, like these are gonna be very comfortable. I was looking for a comfortable pair of shoes that I could just throw on with an outfit and it's gonna basically match all my outfits. and is like a neutral color. I can like wear it at the airport. I can like, you know, you can do a bunch of stuff with this. And I feel like this sort of fits that category. Okay, but to be fair, the Dries pair also has its own gripes. I've heard a lot of people say that they're very uncomfortable. The biggest deciding factor for me purchasing these shoes were definitely the price. These cost $159 while the Dries pair goes for $585. And for a guy that doesn't really wear sneakers that much, I feel like that's way too much for me to spend. So that's why I picked these up. And I'm actually very excited to wear them, but those are just what I've noticed so far about it. Also, this is like super random, but when I put these on and I have pants over them, part of me just think that they look like Uggs. And I think that's because of the texture and like the shape. It sort of has a square toe, it's not really like that round, and I don't know, it just reminds me of Uggs, okay? But I'm definitely happy I went with these instead of the Dries pair, especially since I just wanted a comfortable pair of shoes. I've been absolutely obsessed with the Weekday scuba sweat sets. This kind of changed my perspective on sweatpants, because I've always thought sweatpants were just like for like lounging around, which like they are, but the black scuba pants actually, like, you can get away with wearing these as like pants. The way the fabric is, it's just so like, it holds its shape. It's so still. This is though a poly blend fabric. I believe these are made from polyester, viscose, and elastane. They're also like really affordable. The sweatpants and pullover hoodie go for $65, while the zip up hoodie is $69. But honestly, I got these like 2 weeks ago and I've been wearing these every single day. Like when I'm at home, like I'm literally wearing the gray pair like right now. Like I'm not even playing, like I wasn't lying. I feel like it's the perfect at-home outfit. Like throw on the pants, maybe just a tee. I would also wear the hoodie if it's like really cold out or something. And of course the black pair, you could low-key get away wearing it like with a normal outfit. The only complaint I have, which is like not really a complaint, but the only gripe I have is that they have a little bit of like a slight taper if you look at them from the side, which I don't hate, but I just like don't love tapered pants. Like I just love like straight fitting silhouettes. I just think it's chef's kiss. But these do happen to have a little bit of a taper, which again, I don't really mind because they do fit loose, so you're not really gonna notice it. But I thought I should drop some details and ID on these sweatpants because a lot of you guys have been asking me about these, especially because I wear them in my videos. So there we go, no more gatekeeping. I recently got a package from Ivory. They sent me a top and 2 pants, and honestly, they're all bangers. They're not paying me to say this or anything, and like, this is literally just from what I found wearing these. The first item is sort of this like long sleeve black lightweight tee. You can kind of like see through it, and I really love the material. It fits really nice around the arms and is a little bit more loose on the body. But I feel like this is a really good all-purpose shirt. You could wear this to the gym, you can wear this to do errands, you can even wear this like with dress pants and it could be like a real outfit you can like go out and see people in. I've only just kind of been wearing this around the house and it's just honestly so comfortable. The other day I did try on the Uniqlo ribbed like long sleeve shirts and I didn't buy it because I thought about this and I was like, dude, you already have this at home. But as I said previously, they're all different. So I may be revisiting that because the fit and material is like literally different. I feel like this is just like a really good top you can throw on with a lot of different outfits. Next up are these black denim jeans. And at first, when I got these, I didn't really expect them to like go that crazy or anything because like I already have black jeans. But the way these fit just is amazing. Like it sits perfectly on the shoes. And I just really like this black wash. It's not like jet black. It has like a little bit of character on it, but I think it's perfect. And one of my favorite details is this patch that they have. It's like a little bit, it's like a pony hair or like some animal. I just think it looks really good. I always make sure to put my belt like through this when I put this on so I can like have this detail. But these are made really well. They have a great wash. They have a great fit. I haven't worn them that much. The only problem I've noticed, not really a problem, is that I feel like they're a little bit high-waisted, so like it's more constricting when you wear them. I think that's because they're unisex, but apart from that, these jeans are gonna be, again, heavy in my fall rotation. And I saved the best for last because these are just really nice pants, okay? These are the Solaire trousers with pinstripes. I just love how this looks on body. The length is really good. The fabric has a good weight to it. Like it's not like too thin where it gets wrinkled easily, but it's also not like wool pants where it's like really heavy. One detail that I really enjoy is sort of this triangle button detail on the back of the pants. I think it just looks very like Bottega. Like it just looks like a designer pair of pants. Also, something about the pinstripes that I really enjoy. It's not too in your face, but it's still there, it's still subtle, it's still chic and classy. Obviously, they do have pleats in front. One thing I'm gonna be struggling with is keeping them there, so making sure to like iron your pants every time you wash them. My only complaint so far with these is that I think the fabric collects a lot of dust and dirt. I've only worn this once, and getting back, it just has a lot of like little hairs and little fibers on it and stuff like that, which might be a problem in the future. I might just have to just roll this a bunch to get rid of it. But that is just one thing that I found that I didn't really love about these pants. But everything else I think is chef's kiss. Now, just as some quick ID on these items, these are the pearled ivory fitted long sleeve in black, and it goes for around 93 US. This is the pearled ivory 1211 shadow denim. I know that's a mouthful. I think this goes for around 245. And the Solaire pinstripe trousers go for 256. These are the latest additions to my Dior fragrances, and I have Tobacolor and Rouge Trafalgar. Tobacolor I think goes for around 330, and Rouge Trafalgar is like 450. Obviously now those are crazy expensive, especially just for some fragrances, but Dior is expensive. Most designer fragrances are gonna be like dumb expensive. If it's not, they're like kind of basic line. I think the reason Rouge Trafalgar costs so much is because it's the Esprit de Parfum. So it's a lot more concentrated than your Parfum or your Eau de Parfum. It just has a lot more fragrance in it. Now again, full transparency, I did not buy these. This was PR from Dior, but I literally did ask them for these because I had this one and I used up the entire bottle, and I was like, I need more. Like, it's like, I need my fix, bro. Like, this is like my fix. This one smells delicious, guys. Like, there's no one I've not worn this around that's not gone, damn, you smell good. Like, this just like, I'm not even lying, like, this smells crazy. Like, it literally just smells delicious. It's like a very floral scent. It's very edible. That's just one where I'm gonna put this. The moment you put this on, it just smells, it smells sweet, gourmand. Wow. This just reminds me of like times that I've worn this. Like, I remember when I went to Bali, I brought this with me and I put it on every day and like would get mad compliments. And smelling it now just like brings me back to like last December. But I'm very happy to have a new bottle, and this is, you know what, I'll do an update soon. You know, right now it's like pretty much full, but in a couple months, I'll show you guys the damage that I've done to this, okay? Now for Tobacolor, I believe this is the Eau de Parfum, which is why the bigger version costs less than the smaller Rouge Trafalgar. Don't really know what happened there. I actually heard about this from a really good friend, and he told me to pick this up because it's like a really good fall fragrance. And honestly, I've put this on just the past few days, and I can see it being a really good go-to fall fragrance. This is gonna fall more on your typical warm, smooth, really just masculine fall scent. And I think it's definitely something that could suit a lot of people. You definitely should go smell this in store. Again, with any fragrances that I ever mention, you should smell them first before purchasing. I'm not a big fan of blind buying unless I already sort of know the fragrance I'm getting into. But this is gonna be a heavy hitting fragrance if I just wanna smell warm, if I wanna smell like fire, or if I'm like going on a date or something. Dior makes really good fragrances. That's why I'm really excited to have these two be in my collection. I'm definitely gonna be showing you what they look like in a few months when I've rinsed them. But since we are on the topic of fragrances, this is my latest Aesop fragrance. This is Above Us Steora. Again, this was PR. I did go to the Aesop event for this, and what I learned at that fragrance event was that the inspiration for this was based on stars and like old Aesop fables, because Aesop used to write fables. If you guys didn't know, come on, like, this has a really interesting characteristic where when you spray it, it starts off really cool and then dries down into a more warm smell. Now that's something I haven't seen a lot of fragrances do, and I feel like it is an interesting concept. I have worn this a few times. I think it's definitely a fall fragrance since the dry down is on the warmer side. But the thing about Aesop fragrances is that they always have a really nice natural smell. This particular fragrance does contain cardamom, pepper, and frankincense, which are those natural scents that I think is gonna work well with a lot of different skin chemistry. The other thing about this fragrance is that it's really small, so I can easily just toss this in my bag and take it around. But I definitely am excited to be wearing this fragrance. My Aesop collection is growing bit by bit, and with us going into the colder months, this is gonna be seeing a lot more use. Next is the iPhone 17 Pro. Now I know I just did an unboxing video on this and you should definitely go check it out if you haven't seen it already, but I thought I should put it in this video since it is a recent pickup and I'm gonna be getting used to this phone. Now my previous phone was the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and with the new iPhone 17 Pro, I'm really excited to see what I could do with the camera since that is like the biggest change they made. I would really love to do a day in the life or like a week in life all filmed on the iPhone 17 Pro, and obviously I'll film it in log, grade it, and post it for you guys. So drop in the comments if that's something you want to see, because I know a lot of people watching this are aspiring content creators or you just like want a good camera on your phone. So me making that video is definitely going to be a good way to test and see if you actually want to make the new upgrade. But honestly, so far so good. I haven't dropped this phone. I know a lot of people have been posting about like dents in the corner because apparently aluminum is softer than titanium and stainless steel. I don't know why Apple keeps changing up the metals for their phones, but I think it's kind of funny. Personally, my favorite metal on the iPhone has been the iPhone 14 Pro Max with these stainless steel edges on the side. I just think it looked really classy. This is the 1TB model of the phone, which I think is gonna be useful for like pictures and videos and stuff like that. One thing I really don't enjoy is running out of space while shooting on my iPhone. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you like these videos. It helps me out a lot in knowing what to film for you guys. I think recent pickups is gonna be a really good series on this channel because it shows you where to find stuff that you guys asked me a lot about. Drop in the comments what your favorite item was. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.